Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about DOGE, memes, and facts. So there's a lot of bad information floating around about DOGE. So we're going to run through 3 pieces of information Uncle Bob will be posting to Facebook as fact. Number 1, DOGE dividends. So, we've talked about this in general on the channel, and I'm skeptical of any massive disbursements to begin with. But another little detail has surfaced that is definitely going to upset some Trump voters. The suggestion is that the checks would only be sent to net taxpayers. That means most of those people with an adjusted gross income of under $40,000 would not be getting a check. Exit polls suggest that Trump won this demographic. The short version is that if you were somebody that $5,000 would be life-changing for, well, you probably won't get a check. Just in case you think this is liberal spin, here's a quote from the person who came up with the plan. Quote, "This exclusively goes to households that are net payers of federal income tax. And what that means is that they have a lower propensity to spend and a higher propensity to save a transfer payment like the DOGE dividend. This is justified by saying it would prevent it from being inflationary. And there's some logic in that because it won't all be spent. But it also means it won't go to those who need the money the most. It'll mostly go to those who are comfortable enough to save it." Number 2. New York Times spending. There's a viral claim that the U.S. government gave the New York Times tens of millions over the last 5 years or so. One of the most cited numbers is $26.9 million from Health and Human Services, and there are a lot of various claims. Add them up, and you're talking about a massive amount of money. The claims are normally paired with some kind of accusation about buying coverage. What's the actual number? A little more than $1.5 million since 2020 from the entire government. Nowhere near the claimed amount, and they were for subscriptions. You can check out federal spending claims over at usaspending.gov. Number 3, the DOGE clock. There's a clip showing a clock counting up all the money saved by DOGE. The clock is from usdebtclock.org. Right now, it's around $130 billion. That's amazing. Yay, savings. The problem is that the clock isn't actually tracking what DOGE has saved. It's a representation of what they would need to save to be on target to balance the budget. It adds $4 billion per day, even if DOGE doesn't cut a penny. There's a lot more false claims being amplified, from claims about 150-year-olds on Social Security and luxury hotels for migrants and so on. Those aren't true either. But the 3 we just went over seem to be the biggest ones getting the most traction. We're in a post-fact era. We have got to be better consumers of information and try to safeguard Uncle Bob and Aunt Sarah from falling for the claims. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.